Hello. It's Thursday and we're back to normal schedule. No random co-streams today. No food fighting, just mysteries. And I'm certainly looking forward to diving in. And hopefully everyone else is too. So we are back with AI the Somnium files. We last played this on Sunday and we got another ending. So without further ado, because I want to get stuck in, we've now had two endings. We got the Iris ending and we got the Mizuki ending. So then what we decided to do was go back to Ota's sync. Let me load the file. And then I can load up the flowchart and it'll give us more context. So Mizuki saved Date by syncing with him after he got shot. We had the whole weird thing where I swear
Can you please take me with you?
Where I swear Sosajima said that he was Date's father. Dan, how's it going? How's Milo? Is it less hot there yet? So yeah, we're trying to follow the red string. We did the green, we did red then green first, and we got a locked bit, which is still locked. Then we went all the way back to the first divergence, and then we went down the purple string, and that's where we got Iris's ending. Then we went back here on the red and tried to make a red route, and we ended up on a yellow route, which was Mizuki's ending, which makes sense. Iris is purple, and Mizuki wears yellow, so that makes sense. I don't know who's going to be magenta, or red or green, but I think maybe then there are 5 endings. It's 27.5 inside here. I don't know what it is outside. Let me have a look at the weather app. It says it's 24 outside. I don't know if there's any chance of it thundering. I don't think there's any chance of it thundering. It thundered a little bit yesterday for me. And I'm hoping it cools down tomorrow because I have to walk, and inevitably it's going to be baking if I have to walk somewhere. So I have to walk to a work thing. And I have to walk because, well, you know, I don't want to get on public transport. So doing a lot of walking tomorrow. I'm not sure whether I am looking forward to it. No, I'm not looking forward to the walking. I'm looking forward to the meet, but not the walking. But yeah, so this is, as I said, Ota's... Oh, I remember. So, yeah, alright. When we did this first one, the mum dies. That we can't stop that happening. The mum dies. Shota. When we went left here, the dad died as well. And then we went up here, and Iris and Ota died, and then Sosajima died. And then we got a locked ending, and it was like, what the hell? Everyone's dying. So when we went down here, the dad didn't die. And then Iris was kidnapped. And she died, but she didn't die because of the kidnapping. So there were fewer deaths there. Don't know what happens off on this route. We haven't been that one yet. And then when we came down here, so the dad's dead, the mum's dead. Shota and Raiju. We were closer, so we managed to get there in time to chase off, or the ending was different because we were closer, so Ota and Iris survived, though Ota got stabbed and Iris lost an eye. So then we went into Ota's memory to try and find out what happened, and then we found out that it was Sosajima somehow because of the blood, and then yeah, he tried to kill us, and it was like really confusing. So that was that ending. So we're going back into Ota's brain, and we're going to see if we can follow this red route to see if it'll unlock the green. And then, yeah, I don't know how far we'll get today. Don't want to go too late, because if I go to bed too late, then I won't be able to get up early enough to do the meet, because I've got to walk, and it's going to take over an hour. So I'll try and time box it at 3 hours, which means I'm just going to get on with it. And see if we can...
As long as I have Wi-Fi, I don't need anything else.
Sorry, we can't have pets.
That was Sunday's stream, Dan. That was the last stream. The first playthrough was a while ago. You saw the ending that I got on Sunday. If that ending is the shot in the eye and the 12-year-old synced with him, that's what happened. The first playthrough I did, everyone was dying, but that was a couple of weeks ago now. A few weeks ago now. You're lost. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm mostly confused. I think by going down the purple route, we found out that the reason people are losing eyes, I think, is because they have an alpha version of the sync machine, which required you to remove someone's eye, which Date did to Iris to try and save her, and it didn't work. I don't know what Sosajima has to do with it, why he said something about being Date's dad. We don't know why Date has lost his memory, but obviously Date was subjected to this machine. And then there were weird flashbacks and stuff, and honestly, I don't really have a clue what's going on, particularly. So,
Cold-hearted old man.
we're just going to see if we can get some more answers, really.
Is this the cold storage warehouse?
Seems to be.
This is the timeline where Shota, the mum, is dead. Raiju, the dad, is dead. Mizuki, the kid, saw both of the dead bodies. I don't know yet, Dan. I really don't know. Because on the purple route, it seemed like Iris was dead, and then we made her become alive again by saving her in a sink. So I'm not sure if there's a true ending or lots of alternate realities where depending on what you choose, you get. I'm hoping we find out. And then I'm looking forward to the sequel next year that's coming out for Xbox, so I can get proper achievements for it. But yeah, so in this timeline, the mum and the dad are dead. The kids saw both of their dead bodies, you know, really great. Iris and Ota were acting suspicious. Well, Iris was acting suspicious. Ota whacked us over the head with a wok. Ota's mum is involved somehow. But this time when Iris and Ota were kidnapped, Iris did not get cut in half with the ice block machine, which is good. She just had her eye removed and was traumatized. Ota tried to stop it, got stabbed, but this time he didn't get sliced in half. So we can talk to him about it, and we're trying to find out what's going on. But definitely the mum is very suspicious, and Sosajima is suspicious, because it was his blood in the yellow timeline. I don't know which is the true one. I mean, it seems that maybe the red one is the true one, which is the one we're following now. So, because it went down from the top in red. So if we go back to the flowchart, it starts off in red. So if we continue red down here, then is that the true one? I don't know. I don't know what's with the alternating timelines and whether the sync influences things or not. So your guess is as good as mine. So this time we want to go for the green shelves. That will be...
No, but a warehouse.
You know a lot.
Predicting this, I did some research on Ota's taste.
And then that will be the split, the other split.
I see.
But yeah, I don't know
Either way, are you smaller?
if there's a true story. I'm just really
or
enjoying
everything else
it.
is bigger.
Hey, that's...
And I'm kind of sad that, you know, I finished with Zero Escape and, you know, this one...
Iris is about to be...
Well, probably a couple more sessions will be done.
Stop right there!
And there are no more Chunsoft games left
The heavens
that
call.
are playable
The earth
in English.
cries out. The crowds roar. All calling on me to strike back against evil. Hold on,
But I have
Tessa.
other games I can
I
play.
will save you. Yeah!
It's totally not how it happened, Ota. Because we weren't sure whether Ota was the one in the bear costume. Or he was pretending to save her. Or he was pretending to kidnap her and then save
I
her.
will protect Tessa.
But then
Is this from the stream we saw earlier?
This is Ota's
they both
memory
died
of
and he
it.
was attacked, so I'm thinking that he's probably not, but
It
it's really
appears
weird.
to be a bit exaggerated.
Alright,
What's
let's
going
help
on?
reproduce the memory.
I mean, I guess the timeline in which we get the answers is the true one.
Somnium
Possibly.
scan. Activate.
Curse you, polar bear.
We gotta break the ice first. Sorry, I am tired. So, icy
The
floor.
ice on the floor is slick.
Punch.
This is for Date. This is for.
What did the ice do to me?
Those who don't fight won't survive.
Right, so this time we go for green to go down the other path. I was thinking the red thing would be the red path and the green thing would be the green path, but actually it was the other way around. So, way to go to confuse me.
Damn.
Okay, escort them to the green shelf is what we need to do. So,
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
let's wipe it off. I think that's what we do.
I rubbed it vigorously, but nothing.
Oh.
But looking closely, there is something. A plate attached.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
But then, something strange happened.
What's happening? Oh, that's bright.
What is this?
Reset. You bet.
We're out of options! Tessa!
Ow.
If this was another, I would have died already. Next time, he will get me. That's just destiny.
Anyway, how are you doing, Dan?
No! I will fight destiny and win!
So he says.
I'm the one who has to help him.
We have to make Hero of Justice Ota fight back and look cool doing it.
You have 3 minutes,
A
Dante.
wooden box.
Push it over to Ota.
It doesn't
The
move.
forklift?
What's in it?
double jab! Nice!
A small wooden box? A forklift.
Nurse, does that top one say sortie? I'm gonna do that because
What? Sortie?
This is Ota's world, right? Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
congratulations on the double jab.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my
Kiki.
image as a cool intellectual has been destroyed. All systems green. Synchronization rate 6%. Now, cargo handling car. Forklift. Sortie!
Hey, forklift! Fork over that weapon now!
I need to check whether we got the ball in this or not.
I can't stand. I'm weak.
Did we get the AI ball in this? I don't think we got any of the... Right, we didn't get any of the things, so...
Did he really help Iris like that?
We have no choice but to have Ota do it. We need him to stand up.
I'm going to basically waste some time and then restart this. I want to find out if I can find my little AI ball.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
To get my collectible, because I don't have it in this one. By the looks of it anyway. I don't know where it is. Where on earth could it be?
Less than 1 minute. Hurry.
I want to waste the time because...
An oil drum, though it is lying down.
On earth could my little ball thing be?
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
I feel like I should be able to jump, but I can't.
Ah, Dante, 30 seconds.
I'm specifically letting the time run out, mate. Shush. Maybe that makes it appear if I use that shelf.
Dante, you're out of time.
A plate attached to the...
Let's have a look.
B.
I would be happier about D.
I'm sure. Date, our broadcast is coming to an end.
Our broadcast?
What will happen to our hero? Tune in next week to find out.
There is no next week. Damn it.
It's fine, we'll restart.
Curse you, polar bear!
Hello? Hello, Nut. With the raid. Welcome,
The ice on the floor is
welcome to the stream. Thank you
This is
so
for
much for the
Dante.
raid. Appreciate it. What have you been playing today? We are playing AI the Somnium files. Ah, thank you, Vicky. My button hadn't updated. Thank you so much for the raid. You were playing Elsinore. Oh yeah, this kid is so annoying. But I am also kind of dead that he didn't. Also glad that he didn't die. How are you doing that? What is Elsinore? That sounds interesting. What type of game is that? Shakespeare. Oh, I totally have heard of that. I remember seeing that and thinking that it sounded really, really cool, and I was waiting for it to come, see if it came to Xbox. But yes, I remember Elsinore. I remember looking at that, yeah. Oh, you finished this game yesterday? Ah.
But then...
I've got 2 endings, and I'm currently...
We're out of options!
Trying to save him. Ota is being quite irritating. We think he looks like a Pokemon trainer.
I will fight destiny and win!
So, I was trying to find the eye
Agent
ball
Dante,
in this
you've got
one for
4
my
minutes.
collectible and haven't managed to. So, I don't know whether it would appear there or something, but yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It was like, he is 24, hanging out with a 12-year-old, for one thing, which is just totally wrong. Obsessed with an 18-year-old, and he's basically an internet troll. And I was convinced on the green timeline that he was incredibly suspect, and faking it, like murder-suicide thing. But yeah, he's just a giant
Ota is
idiot.
still down.
Okay, so we have to motivate him. Encourage. Encourage?
You're so cool, my shiny, glittery Ota. So cool.
The ghost inside me whispered, yeah, I am cool, huh? From now
I
on,
haven't got any
this is my
pictures from this
stage!
one. Oh god.
There!
That's his mum's knife. Yeah, I mean, like, Boss and Ota and Iris, and I mean, there were some characters that I always, disliked. So Sojima, obviously. But that was totally his mum's knife. He got stabbed with his mum's knife. And I still didn't find the bleeding eye. Ah, never mind. Did we at least get a good time on that? I didn't see how much. Oh, hey, we should at least get the photo at the end of this then. Even if I didn't find. Yay, we got Ota A, but we haven't found Ota B. But yeah, no, I've been like oscillating on the characters and oscillating on my theories. I don't know how many endings there are. I'm assuming 5 based on the colours. But I've only got 2 yet. We're hoping for our 3rd ending today, but I don't know how long it's going to take. Or indeed what this is going to give us.
Sorry that I had to get rough with you, kid.
So, we got a new... Oh yes, we got a new picture, so... I do like the art. But yeah, so we're missing that. We're missing Iris A there, Iris B, Ota B, and Date B. I said that we've got so many other bits. Maybe there's still more to unlock. I don't know. So yeah, my flowchart currently looks like this. So we went down red, then green first, hit a lock, of course. You've got to go back and grind for all the extras, fair enough. And then we went all the way back, backtracked, and then did purple, which was Iris's ending. Then we backtracked here, and then went down yellow, and got Mizuki's ending, which was epic. And now we've backtracked a little bit to try and get this red one, to see if it'll unlock the green one, and then we'll go all the way back over and do the pink one. But yeah, I still have a lot. I've gotten a lot of the extras, so like 2 photos on this. Yeah, Mizuki's ending is brilliant. So we've gotten like, we found the eyeball in a lot of them, but we've also not found it in a few of them. We didn't get anywhere with that. So yeah, so we missed the eyeball in that one because we were very much like, we need to save Date, and then it was like, oh, I forgot the eyeball again. So let's see where this takes us.
Seriously, dude? Come on.
He's supposed to be in the hospital. He got stabbed.
So sorry, Ota. Date told me to be the bad cop.
I did not.
Temper, temper.
But yeah, so
Whatever.
the question I had from Mizuki's ending was, so Tsujima's our dad? That was like a big what the fish. And from the Iris ending, it was like, aha, the other sync machine. That's what's taking their eyes. But they're the only bits of information I have, and the rest of it is very confusing.
Anyway, Ota, I have some things I want to ask you.
Oh yeah, and there's a criminal as well who was like the original Cyclops killer, and we still don't know what happened to Date, and if we don't get all the answers by the end, I'm going to be very sad.
I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Let me get right down to it. Your mother, Mayumi Matsushita, was at the warehouse, wasn't she?
What? It's like she's supposed to be head of this department, and she's like, yeah, let's just kidnap the person who's supposed to be in hospital. Or, you know, let's just bring the dangerous criminal here and all that. But then, you know, in the green one, which is locked, she killed Sosajima. Or at least it looks like she did. So, I mean, it's boss. What do we say? Yeah, I could totally see that happening.
What are you talking about?
Dear.
Was she there?
Why would she be? That happened at 3 a.m. She was at home asleep.
Then why did we find evidence at the crime scene?
Evidence?
Sure, it might not prove she was there, but it makes it likely. The evidence is...
Oh, damn it. What I should have done was do a save. Never mind. No worries. Lurk away, lurk away. So we're going to look at all of these, but we know it's the chocolate.
Okiura Fishery is a company owned by Mizuki's grandfather.
Damn warehouse.
However, the management team changed 17 years ago. It currently has no connections to the Okiura family. And allegedly, Mizuki's grandfather was raised by dolphins.
That story. Except that Mizuki told us that in the other one, didn't she? Not in this one. Oh, I don't know.
A video camera and laptop were discovered in the warehouse. Either could have been left by the criminal, but determining the owner through purchase history will be difficult. No fingerprints were picked up either. Two cars were parked in front of the warehouse. One was the van owned by the Matsushita family.
Cool. I've just dropped you a follow as well, Nep. Just so that I can check out Elsinore, because it sounds fun.
Ota's fingerprints were detected on the driver's seat and steering wheel. Iris's fingerprints were detected on the passenger seat.
Does the mum wear gloves?
The other car was a station wagon. Yesterday at 10:33 p.m., Ota stole this station wagon. It was parked at the Famisto along Koshu Highway. Ota explained his reasoning for stealing the car. He claims that while he was inside the Famisto, someone took off with the van, with Iris still inside. Ota decided to steal the station wagon parked nearby to give pursuit. Ota searched for the van in his stolen vehicle. Our investigation determined that Iris and the van were taken 1 minute before Ota stole the station wagon. This puts the incident occurring at 10:32 p.m. The polar bear dropped the weapon in Ota's Somnium. It was the floral pattern kitchen knife. On the handle were the words, "Mom, I love you always. Date." From this, we can conclude that the knife...
I know.
But this is the proof.
Todoroki Man chocolate. This was discovered in the corner of the warehouse. Mayumi Matsushida's
She's got
fingerprints were
dementia.
found on the package.
She's got dementia. Would she have the wherewithal to kidnap Iris and have a polar bear costume? And she's not that much taller than Ota. But she's definitely involved.
Mayumi purchased the chocolate yesterday at 10:33 p.m. The purchase was made at an 812 convenience store. The store was located approximately 100 yards from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
Okay, but timeline. That was after the kidnapping. Anyway. Okay, we're gonna drop a save. Probably slightly too late if I mucked up that first one, but we'll drop a save anyway. I took it out of my pocket and showed him.
The Todoroki Man chocolate.
The same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage warehouse.
So? That doesn't prove anything.
Mayumi's fingerprints were on the package.
What?
You have a bad poker face, Ota. Your reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the package.
Mom isn't the killer!
I didn't say that she was. I'm saying that she was at the scene. And so were you.
Wait a minute. Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when we fought. I could tell it wasn't my mom even through the costume. And no matter what happened, there's no way that my mom would stab me.
That part is true. Iris, yes. But her son? She loves her son. She was absolutely devastated when he was killed in the green timeline.
Why are you covering for her?
Covering?
That's why you're lying to me, right?
I'm not.
Are you sure about that? You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse, but you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not.
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
Floral kitchen knife.
The kitchen knife with a floral pattern. Mom, I love you always is carved on the handle.
We saw it in the other side, in the yellow route, but he didn't. We did.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in elementary school. He knows how much I love flowery designs.
You were stabbed by that very same knife.
How do you know that? The criminal ran away with the knife. No one was supposed to see it.
I knew it.
Saw it in your mind.
No, my mom didn't do it.
Then why did you not mention the kitchen knife earlier?
Because I know how it looks. I thought Mom would get accused,
She's not compos mentis.
and then she would have been brought in here and interrogated. I didn't want to put
That
her
would be
through
interesting what her dreamscape would look like.
that. And
And?
Mom never liked Tessa. So maybe, just maybe, Mom hired someone to kill Tessa, and she gave them that kitchen knife. I don't know. I thought of it that way. Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just lost it. Please, you have to believe me. Mom isn't a serial killer.
Yeah, I agree.
You do?
I do. I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped Iris. Because...
Oh, the timestamp. Yeah, it was after it happened.
the Matsushida's van was stolen from the parking lot of the Famista while Iris was in the car.
Oh, I got the achievement.
That was yesterday, 10:32 p.m. 1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards away, Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate. She entered the 812 about a minute earlier. This was all caught on security cameras at the store. That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have taken the van. And that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also next to impossible.
Phew.
However, I can't completely clear her.
What?
You said it yourself. She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
But that was...
In any case, I need to hear from Mayumi herself. I need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover. I'm gonna head to Matsushita Diner.
What? Hey, wait a minute!
Don't worry.
She lied to us before. Well, she didn't lie to us. She's got dementia.
I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear her of suspicion.
Really?
Yes.
You won't arrest her?
Your mother wouldn't kill anyone, right, Ota?
Thank you, Date.
But why did you hit me with a wok? It's still what I want to know. Right. Monday, 10:11 p.m. Matsushita Diner.
Sorry for the late night, Miss Matsushita, but I have some questions I need to ask you.
She's still Mrs. Matsushita. Husband may be
Could you
dead.
spare some time?
She's a widow.
I finally remembered about the warehouse.
Hmm?
I did it. I did everything.
Like, squeeze me? Is she trying to cover for Ota? Does she think Ota did it? Do we get to go into Mayumi's head? Because that's going to be trippy. Tuesday, 10:04. Police headquarters.
I didn't do this last night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down. How are you, now that you've slept on it?
What are you talking about?
There we go.
I'll be honest, I don't think you're the killer. You're giving us a false confession.
No, it's true.
How is everyone doing anyway?
I kidnapped that witch. I took her to the warehouse and
Put her on the table and pulled her eyeball out?
yes,
And the polar bear costume?
I bought it through mail order.
She's not tall enough.
And you were the one wearing it?
Yes, that's right.
Date, the criminal has confessed. Arrest her immediately.
You got to the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
Sounds about right.
Well,
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed him.
yes, I stabbed him. With the knife I brought from home. I wasn't trying to hurt him. He fought me, and then it just...
Yeah, but that means that in the green timeline, you also killed your own son.
Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words. It's more like muscle memory. I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all. I picked them out of the garbage.
Which garbage?
I don't remember. It's true, I planned the whole thing. My son is under that witch's spell. Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to...
Save him. Sorry, I didn't mean to click.
Because I just hated her so much. Killing her wasn't enough.
What do you know about the Cyclops killer? We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura.
That's right.
Itchy nose.
Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out. Same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person. So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them. Isn't Renju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch works? He's just as responsible, using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids.
Your son is 24. Ha! Do you think your mum would try to kill them, Dan?
And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate. That man is the root of all evil. That's why I killed him. Renju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter. The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
They're tempting merchandise. You mean like pillows with bleep bloops on? Or cushions
You are
even?
really starting to aggravate me. I answered your questions, so there. Well...
Thanks, Leaky. I need to update that. Because I need to put the nice comfy shirt options on.
I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder. I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't remember. It changes.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular. There are circumstances that might cause selective memory. For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind. This is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
I am not lying.
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I killed Shoko and Rinju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on. She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer. I am.
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right?
Sync!
Date, sync with her.
I want to see what her mind looks like. I wonder if this will split again. We're never going to get the red ending. We'll take a save point here as well. I'm getting crystallized
Computer,
sugar
we're going
all
to
over
sync
myself.
with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
Well,
What happened?
the sync machine isn't operating to capacity. Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
Excuse me?
How long will it
Hiccups
take
now.
to fix?
16 hours, at least.
Well, I get the feeling that it might be a little bit like Game of Thrones in that everybody dies, except that everybody can't die. The green ending, everyone is dead. Nearly. Well, except that we haven't got there yet. But the most people are dead on the green than the red. The red ending feels like a true ending, possibly. I don't know. It's possible it would split again after the sync. It's possible that the pink one would. It's hard to tell how the lines are going to go. Conspiracy to commit murder!
You've got 8.
But that's impossible.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is going nowhere.
Let's have a nap then.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner. We may be able to find some clues.
But I mean, the previous day, or before we synced with Ota, she didn't even remember that Ota was in hospital or that she'd gone out. And then suddenly
idea.
she's crying that she did it. She thinks her son did it. Was trying to cover for him. I let Boss and Pewter know.
Pewter, we're counting on you for those repairs. I'll be back in 6 hours.
But then, on the purple route, Iris's ending, Pewter was working with Renju.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That Pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Oh my god, I really hate people. When techies give you an estimate, it tends to be a true estimate, not a inflated one. And then, you know, managers and bosses, they always have it. And there'll be some smart ass that says that it can do it in less than that time.
Yeah, Pewter is just that kind of guy, you know?
Hey! This is a hostile work environment!
Why would Mayumi lie?
She is probably protecting someone.
But who?
Surely you know by now. There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
Save. We played nearly 24 hours of this. Of course, Ota.
It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
I mean, I totally thought that. Well, that is reasonable to think. And I'd thought that originally in the green one until he got chopped in half himself.
Why would he do that?
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts.
Because saving Iris would make him the hero. But I don't think it's him.
What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
Impossible.
Why?
We can't trust his dream. Iris had her eye taken out. I mean, he could have done that. The van.
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat. She could have been driving.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
What?
Or even asked Ota to do it? Perhaps she ordered him to.
So the actual one that I thought can't be it because it's his dream. Could be a thing?
In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar bear.
That was just a dream.
Okay. So she's gonna knock down all of our ideas.
It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality. In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
That was what I originally said. Either in on it together, or Ota was doing it so that he could pretend to save Iris and win her affection or something.
A performance?
Iris drove the Matsushita's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it. Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it.
Yeah, no one in their right mind would remove their own eye.
After
that
that,
easy.
Iris took her position on the table and Ota donned the polar bear costume.
Polar
and
bear
started
was
the
taller
song.
than Ota.
Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
But if you look at the height of the elbow is in line with the top of the lever.
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off the costume, and then...
I mean, doing it for the views, yeah. But look, his arm is so much lower. He's as tall as the polar
Perhaps
bear's
Mayumi
elbow.
witnessed the entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So then he dumped the polar bear costume, dumped the eye, and then stabbed himself. And then what did he do with the knife? Because the knife wasn't there.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Unless Mayumi took the knife.
Yes, but this is only
Extra life
theory.
idea. Yeah, extract my own eyeball. I'm gonna go with not for $5 million. No, $5 billion.
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list.
I mean, I did think she was very suspicious with Renju. We had that whole thing with the weight.
That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself.
I mean, if she did that, she's psychopathic.
It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory.
It works up until the polar bear being taller.
It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Those are three very bad things. Pulling out the eye is worse. Because I can do the other two. I just don't want to. Well. Chariot just makes me very stressed, and I don't see the point in making myself stressed. We'll play Sayonara Wild Hearts this year. Chariot is so 2019.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed.
I mean, there's probably an amount which was, if it was donated to say, like, eat some coconut, I could. Because I just don't like it. But, yeah, Chariot is so 2019. Please Don't Touch Anything was so 2020. So, 221 is Sayonara Wild Hearts. I'm just behind the times in all the games.
And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive. Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
Or isn't even a psychopath.
We can't rule anything out.
I mean, if it was a setup, then I suppose there could have been lifts in the polar bear. But it really doesn't fit in. But I don't know, it could be in this one, Iris is a sociopath. And then what, in the last, in the green timeline? Ota couldn't get back.
Ota,
I don't know. No, I don't know.
why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom? You
'Cause she
said you were gonna clear her.
confessed!
Why?
What's supposed to do? Come on. Photo in front of Ota.
Okay? How could I be okay? I got stabbed by a serial killer.
Easy, kid. You're gonna open up your stitches.
When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed. I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital. That's why I'm here.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes, but as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying. So we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying! Mom didn't do it, she's innocent!
She thinks you did it, though.
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way! Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that?
Yeah, he doesn't have a poker face.
I was fighting for my life against the criminal!
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
I'm telling you, I didn't!
Then why is
There's a timeline
Mayumi
where he did.
protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently, she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has dementia. Maybe her memory is just mixed up. Everything is my fault. It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good. You know Bloom Park is close by here, right? People who visited the park would stop here a lot. But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
The chemical plant accident?
Yeah, we're just barely outside of the restricted area, but... Because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day, and he was a security guard and traffic cop at night. Mom worked as a janitor, and we're both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And you?
I was just a high school student at the time. I was such a dumbass. I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC and Idol concert tickets. I had it good, but we were drowning in debt. And there's a loan on the house and the diner. Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up, so they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but right after I started, Dad...
Passed away?
Yeah, he had a heart attack. From overwork. But even then, I didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay, even when I told her I was going to drop out. Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow, a writer? Oh, that's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You work so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom. A writer has to put all of their time into
Basically
the
a selfish
creativity.
brat.
I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't
mean,
stop you.
I know writers that basically have to have a full-time job to be able to afford to keep writing. So, God knows who's paying for what now. Mayumi can't do anything because she's lost her marbles.
Do what makes you happy. You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it. And no matter what happens, Mom will always be on your side, okay? Forever and ever. I'll always support you, Ota.
Bless. She should have been more strict with him.
Yeah, how do you guess? It was really just a few texts back and forth, but I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of that.
Oh, the optimism of a... yeah, mediocre white guy.
But it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer. I've never even finished writing a novel. Not even once. I always give up after the first 5,000 words. To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that.
You're down to NaNoWriMo.
Mom, she kept supporting me. Not long after I quit college, Mom was always smiling at me. But I think she was starting to slip mentally. One day.
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry.
He's
Anyway,
a
are you
terrible
hungry?
person.
You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oh, did you? By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me!
Widge. This guy is a complete dickwad. Can we just, throw him in jail?
Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit. I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. It was so stupid. I didn't realize she was sick. I thought she was messing with me. I was so cruel to her for no reason. And she got worse.
It's genetic, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because runs in my family. But so there's probably nothing he could have done aside from not be a complete dickwad.
What's that picture?
I had to turn the picture frame to me so I could see.
Looking at this photo reminds me, one time when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad, and they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift. My mom was so happy that she cried. That's what this photo is from.
It's not how she remembers it. She remembers it as a happy time.
Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
Hey, Aiba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit, but I can't imagine that this guy's the criminal.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
Oh, he totally is.
Your presumption is illogical.
Human beings are illogical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time. But we make up for it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
At times.
Empathy, maybe?
Aiba, let's go back to the
Compassion?
cold storage warehouse.
Oh my god, this
We might be
warehouse.
missing something.
Understood.
Can we go through the door at the back this time? I'm fairly certain that's where that machine is. Sitting with a depressed look on his face. Are we really surprised? Alright, Tuesday, 12:50. Cold storage warehouse.
Date, weren't you going to check the warehouse?
I was, but a thought occurred to me.
Excuse me.
Iba, are you sure that Ota took this car?
As I've already explained, the security cameras at the Famisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Why are you stating the obvious?
Iba, who drove the van here?
There are two possibilities, either Iris or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible. The van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse.
So how did Mayumi get here?
That doesn't prove she was actually at the scene. If she was, how did she get here? She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Of course, a different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night to Monday morning.
Iba connected to the end system server and began her research. She got a result in no time.
Found one hit. A taxi.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
At Lemniscate? Why?
Unknown, but we should speak with the driver immediately.
Okay, Lemniscate. Well, Raiju and Shoko are dead. Tuesday, 1:36. Took a long time. Oh, excuse me.
Hey, got a minute?
Are you talking to moi?
Oh dear.
What?
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
There we go.
I'm with the police. I have some questions for you.
Thanks for the hydrate, Leek. How are you doing?
I have just finished conveying my client from Temeke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait in this lobby. I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
And why do you talk like that?
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. My parents speak with the same vernacular.
Before I arrived at Lemniscate, I got a picture of Mayumi from Abyss. Showed it to the driver.
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Oh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old hag.
Old hag?
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo. Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Reported?
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi.
Moi. I want to punch him as well.
I recall it was around 10 in the evening. Near the Kabasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner.
You're currently hunting for your camera bag. Fair enough. Yes, I'll be glad when it gets a bit cooler. I managed to get it down from 29 to 27 in here, but it's still warm. I have not yet packed. I shall do that tomorrow evening.
That's where I picked up the old
I am
hag.
ready, I think, for the excursion for the work thing. I've got my picnic blanket, my masks, got a bottle of water chilling in the fridge, sandwiches made. I've got my pad and my pen and my post-it notes because I'm not taking my computer. You haven't had your thunderstorm yet? No, neither have I. I kind of want it to rain as well. But it is at least cooler tonight, so maybe you can get a nice breeze through your house, Dan?
and as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already barking orders at me. Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film. I, of course, insisted that I be paid up front. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Famisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that. In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van, so I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there, while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move. The old hag suddenly spoke up. "I have to buy something," she declared, then made her way into the 8.
This must be when Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Koshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Ota was left behind at the Famisto.
Mayumi thought Ota was in the van the whole time.
We then arrived at a splendid manor.
Manor?
The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view. We, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside. I estimate another 10 minutes passed.
Oh, so Sejima. Well, he's an asshole. That's the reasoning, I guess. The same reason Date is a sexist sod. The fact that he keeps referring to the receptionist as the big-breasted receptionist. Hi, Jesse. We are no closer to figuring out what the hell's going on here. But welcome in.
The
How
front
are you
gate
doing
opened
today?
once again, and the van
So this
drove
has
out,
to be So
and we
Sejima's
pus- But
place.
30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kabasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow. But I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came. But of course, we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout. About 45 minutes later, the date had changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
How do you remember the time so well?
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station. I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor. Thus, I can approximate the time.
I see. Please continue.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street. And thus, we again made pursuit.
So, they kidnapped Iris from the store. They took her to Sosajima's mansion. We're making an assumption. Then they took her to the carousel? Again, an assumption. Where was it we found that room? I can't remember. It was in Iris's timeline. The Iris's timeline, we found that room. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the VOD, I think. Oh. That sucks, Jesse.
I kept considerable distance. We had come so far, I did not want to get caught now. But my caution backfired. I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouses. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door and took off toward the warehouses. I waited for some time, but the old hag did not return. The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the decision to return home. I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment in advance.
What did it cost? Was this just a give me a card thing, or did he, like, charge a ridiculous amount of money?
I follow your story. I have one more question. Where is this manor the van stopped at?
Oh, every taxi driver in the city knows that residence. It is the personal home of Congressman So Sajima.
Yeah.
Sajima? Why did the van go to So's house?
We need to speak with him immediately.
Agreed.
I want
Let's
to know
move.
why it went to the Kawasaki district. We know why it went to So's house, because he was implicated in the other timeline. The yellow one. But where was it? Was it in the warehouse that we went through a door and we found that other machine? Or was it somewhere? I don't remember. 2:21 on Tuesday. Sajima residence.
There's no one here.
He does not like us either. Right, what have we got? We've got a taxi driver. His name is Takushi Baratu. And he's 54. What a surprise. Multiple of 6. Oh, that. Yeah, I understand, Jesse. I understand. I mean, come in, relax, enjoy the murder. If you want to, you know, talk or not talk or whatever you need, we're here.
Indeed.
I don't see So or his bodyguards.
I do not detect them either.
Let's go inside.
Yeah, I can't remember. Does anyone remember from the Iris stream, which was last Monday,
Hey, Aiba.
where the machine was?
Do you smell something funny?
You are aware that I do not possess the sense of smell, correct?
Oh, right. There's something strange about this vase. Ugh.
What is it?
This is definitely where the smell is coming from.
Is there something inside?
Maybe, but the opening is covered by a metal plate.
The lid is fixed with a bolt. It will not open.
Do we have a
easily.
screwdriver?
Yeah.
Then, as is standard procedure,
We shoot it? Oh, we x-ray it. That's So Sajima.
What the?
Date, destroy the vase!
Got it.
So, actually, whoever took the van took Iris, killed So Sajima, then went to the... We've got to go to the Kawasaki district to find out what the hell they did there. They took his eye.
So Sajima?
So his body, cut into pieces.
That is the head of So Sajima.
Left eye is hollowed out.
This is most likely a crime committed by the new Cyclops killer.
Do you have an estimated time of death?
Today, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon.
Okay. So maybe...
That's about when I was talking to Ota at Matsushita Diner.
So maybe... they took him last night as well as Iris. Or maybe not. Because So seemed to be the polar bear in the yellow timeline. We don't know who the polar bear was in the green one. It's locked, but but Boss killed So Sajima in the green timeline. We think. I'm very confused. This is
At
brilliant.
that time, Mayumi was in police custody and Iris was in the ICU of Central Hospital. They have not moved.
That means Ota, Mayumi, and Iris couldn't possibly have committed the crime. Assuming that this is the work of a single killer, those three can be eliminated from the list of
I
suspects.
mean, we didn't really think that they were the killer.
Ota, Mayumi, and Iris are not the new Cyclops killer.
Right.
No, well, no, that's not true. They could have kidnapped him and got
By the
someone
way,
else.
why is there no one in the mansion?
Where
No
are all the
bodyguards, no housekeepers.
I do not know.
Does So have family?
So Sejima's wife died in labor 30 years ago, giving birth to their son.
Exactly, Dan.
Their son is currently living abroad.
So lived here alone?
So why did he say about the dad?
Do you find that suspicious?
Why did he say in the yellow one that he was my dad? But yeah, Dan, I feel like I know less. I have so many more questions, it's ridiculous. And, ooh, one more and you finished your bean dive, Jesse. That's amazing. I still have 600. I may finish recovering it by bean dive next year.
No, just...
Just double check the
A
number.
call from Pewter.
Yeah, I have 623 for recovery. And I mean, I've gotten 94 recently.
Connect me.
So, yeah.
Date, the sync machine is up and running.
Yeah, I've already done my Sotillion games. They fixed Castle of No Escape, so I did that. Took slightly longer than the other one, but it was fine. Actually, you know, I kind of enjoy the game. It's just the achievements are a wee bit, you know, trivial. I reckon there's probably going to be one more title update for the Grim Maripolis one. It feels like the story's not finished. But yeah.
You can sync with Mayumi now.
Oh, thanks, Pewter. But there are
We
more
don't know-
pressing matters now.
I think Sotillion is just one guy that's trying to help people get published on Xbox. I'm not sure what the story is, but I don't think it's particularly disrespectful. It's just almost making a mockery of the achievement system, I guess. Your mum had the thunderstorm 20 minutes away. I hate it when that happens. It's like I'll be talking to a friend that lives, you know, however long away, and they'll be like, yeah, we have rain, it'll be coming your way soon, and then I never get the rain, and I'm like, lied, friend. At least, you know, if my best friend who lives next door gets rain, I also get rain, because, you know, I mean, we live in the same building, so.
Did something happen?
Yeah, I found So Sejima's
So
body.
is Pewter innocent in all of this? Because he was complicit in the purple
The
one.
left eye hollowed out.
What?
I'm at the Sejima household. Send the investigation team over.
Guess. But it depends on who's put together the achievement list, I suppose.
Why so?
I can answer your questions when I get back to Abyss.
Got it.
Can
Dante,
we
what is your
sync with the
plan?
dead head?
Wait until crime scene investigation arrives?
No, there's something I need to do.
Yeah, but the last time we did that, the body disappeared.
If that taxi driver was telling the truth, Mayumi was at the warehouse yesterday.
We need to do the sync.
And we know the chocolate we found at the scene was hers. Maybe she saw something. Maybe she knows something we don't.
No. I don't know. It's not something I particularly have a strong opinion about. There are very, very few games that I've played just to get gamer score for, and those have mainly been competition based, or when it's one of those you get so many thousand reward points for getting so much gamer score. I kind of like playing games because I want to play the games. Not that anyone else doesn't, just that's my stance, so it doesn't really bother me too much. I get more irritated by broken achievements, especially when they're in point and click games. Okay, have a good walk. I mean, we're gonna get some answers, Dan, but I'll fill you in when you get back. We may also have more questions, but we're gonna go do the sync with Mayumi, so we'll get something.
Some kind of clue or information about the culprit.
Then,
Yeah. We're gonna sync with Mayumi.
He really needs to stop leaving crime scenes unsecure. I mean, are all the bodyguards cut up as well? Who would have the authority to dismiss the bodyguards and take Sosajima? Tuesday, 3:09 p.m. headquarters.
Date, a large-scale investigation of Sosajima has already begun. At this very moment, the media is already swarming outside the building.
Really? Doesn't matter. The sync is what's important. If we sink into Mayumi's brain, that might help us find the real culprit.
I understand. Are you
Or we
ready?
might have some kind of weird hallucination. Do we know how sync works
Then
with
let's
dementia?
begin.
Yeah, a drip of fun. It's like, I'm enjoying that word game, the Powwow one, the one that you played on stream, Jesse, where you had to guess what the quote was by doing the substitution of the letters. And I'm doing all of the quotes. Powgi, yes. So that one that you did on stream,
Where
I bought
am
that
I?
one. Because I really enjoyed... I was so exhausted yesterday because it was so hot. So I basically was attempting to play the tourist. What I actually did was fall asleep and totally missed everything. It was stupid. Also, I don't think I'm going to get the tourist game finished because there's just some... I've got 2 mini games and a surfing game. I got the score for the surfing, but I can't get the 540 turn. I might be able to do it. I'm close, but I don't know about the little mini games. I don't know whether there's just enough time, considering I'm not going to be able to play this weekend. So I just don't know if yeah. But yeah, the Paugi game is good. I mean, I've basically just been getting every single quote. I did get a few of the... Go ahead and get a few of the achievements, I think, for a competition. I don't know what I was trying to do, particularly. But I didn't get the last one because I want to play all of the quotes. But I do enjoy a good puzzle, so I might... If you've played more of them, I might see which one you would recommend to get next. The tourist and jealous of the cool catacombs underneath the hot beaches. I'm mostly just frustrated at the arcade games and the surfing competition because I'm just no good at it. Though I did at least figure out how to do the surfing. It only took 200 retries. problem with the arcade games is I'm worried I'm going to run out of coins before I can complete them. Did the racing one, I could probably do Pong, but that weird one with a dynamite, ain't got a clue. So, if I'd have known it was going out, I would have possibly done it more sooner, but yeah. It's going to be a bit of luck whether I end up getting that or not. Right, let's see what her brain is.
Where is this? Oh,
Would it like we're in
silly me.
some kind of meat
This is
press
my
before?
house. Huh? What happened to me?
She knows.
This is Matsushita Diner, though it looks odd. Likely an effect of the dementia.
Then we need to help remind her.
Do you think such a thing can be done?
This diner means everything to Mayumi. If we do what we did last time and reproduce the actions from Mayumi's memories, we could help her remember everything.
Is this what you call your intuition?
Told you it was useful.
Well, if we must. Somnium stand! Activate!
Yes. Because there's a game coming out on the 27th that I've been asked to potentially review / play. So that might be next Tuesday's stream. Woo. One word and word Sudoku. Oh, we're not great. Right, okay. So those two weren't good. Oh yeah, the word Sudoku, I think I watched Jess play that. And I was just very confused. I prefer Sudoku with numbers. The other 5 were great. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know. I love a good sort of puzzle that I can just sort of not really pay massive amount of attention to and just sort of enjoy playing something. So I will keep that in mind. And yeah, really sorry I didn't get to see your stream yesterday. The heat and just the fact that it's been full on the last few months, I conked out. What will we do with Halkesh? And oh, Leoria. Awesome. Okay, mental lock 1 is a table. Mental lock 2 is just a blank bit of wall. Mental lock 3 is a bit behind the counter. And 4 is another blank wall. Okay. Oh my god, there's 5. Oh, blast. God, I thought they were going to give us another one. Right. Reproduce past actions to invoke her lost memories. Okay, interesting. Well, we'll have a play first. So... swinging door slide. She came through here.
A swinging door that leads to the kitchen.
When we got conked with a wok.
Ota, come over here. Ota, Ota, a girly magazine came in the mail. Is this for Ota or for Dad?
Well, this is awkward, but there's no reaction.
I tried my best.
Let's
Okay.
investigate something else.
Right, so it wasn't that. Let's try the sliding door.
Agent
sliding
Date,
door at the
you've got 5
entrance.
minutes.
Who could that be?
Leave us alone?
Get out of here!
They aren't going away.
They're not from a collection agency. The sliding door at the entrance.
Okay. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
There we go. Welcome
back, Ota. You're late today.
I'm home.
This is going to take a replay.
Are you not hungry? Today's dinner is omelet rice. Your favorite. Dad isn't back yet, but you can start eating.
Again? I'm okay. I ate already.
But
I'm fine.
Ota, wait. Ota?
Oh, really is a pain in the butt cheeks.
Part of the diner has manifested.
Maybe this is one of the memories she forgot. It must be important to her, though.
It looks like a sad memory.
Doesn't matter if it's sad. It's still important.
An old
Beer
beer
poster.
poster.
Phone.
Oh,
It's the phone. Maybe try picking it up?
Roger.
Husband.
My husband?
Yes, Matsushita Diner. Yes. Well, yes.
This is when he died.
Yes. What? My husband! Why? How could this happen?
Heard about Mr. Mashita's death. Matsushita's death. Okay. So, open the door, welcome back, answer the phone. My husband. That unlocks the first lock. So when we replay it, because
The
we've
diner
wasted
has
so much
changed
time.
again. However,
These memories aren't all happy, but they are all significant.
if this continues, will it not have a negative effect on Mayumi?
Maybe.
Recovered!
But we have to see this through.
GG! Boom.
We have to.
Understood.
There's a bucket. An autograph. Cake!
A delicious cake.
I wonder who it's for.
32 achievements in Octopath for 170 gamers got. Blimey.
Congratulations, Ota.
I'm home.
Ota! Congratulations on getting into the university, son! Congratulations!
Hooray! Congrats!
Okay. Cake. That one was easy. This one's not gonna split.
Hooray! Hooray!
We should remember to look for our eyeball as well. You guys see yawning?
Ota was quite the spoiled child, wasn't he?
He definitely had a lot of growing up to do. But that's what makes him so important to Mayumi.
I see.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
The eyeball, but there are 5 locks. Let's have a look.
It's
see if
an
we get a bit
envelope.
further.
Some kind of mail? This is a bank statement. The Matsushita family's loan. Let's do our best.
Takaro.
We have to keep supporting Ota.
Okay. We'll work harder for Ota's dream.
Going from the abusive family for Mizuki that we had to deal with last stream to supportive, but really should have been more, well, honest with, you know, Ota, but it would do anything for their kid.
We reproduced another painful memory.
No,
You know,
not
such
quite.
a contrast.
Are you certain? Mayumi was under a heavy burden of debt and stress running the diner.
That's true. But sometimes hardship is worth it.
Is that so?
Eyeball!
What?
Dante,
I got an achievement.
30 seconds.
I'm assuming because I got, like...
It's a sticker from a chocolate candy.
Welcome home. Did you get it for me?
It?
This is Ota when he was small?
chocolate.
Do you mean chocolate?
Yeah, Odoroki Man, remember? Oh, that. Yes, of course I bought it.
Which is why she had to go in and buy that figure.
Look, the Momonoke Man chocolate that you like. Here you go. That's not it. Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoke Man chocolate. No, I told you. It's Odoroki Man. Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes.
Everybody's such a spoilt brat. We'll go back to the beginning though and then fast forward through when we've unlocked, because we wasted some time at the beginning. And we've only got like 30
You're not
seconds
just a
left.
dummy, you're a super dummy idiot! Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoke Man soon.
I mean... Yeah, neither of these seems a great way of parenting, but...
Stupid! It's not Momonoke Man, it's Odoroki Man! I hate this! I hate you, Mom! What? Wait, Ota! Where did you go? Please, come out from hiding, Ota. Ota, I'm sorry. Mommy won't make any mistakes anymore, Ota.
How many achievements are there in Octopath? I feel like there should be like 88 or something.
Ota, come back!
There are 88!
Ota!
Hey! Just very backloaded. Yeah, I mean, that's normal, I think, for RPG type games. You get a bunch at the beginning or for going through the story, but lower gamer score, and then you get a bunch for like completing all of the things. Excuse me.
Ota? Takaro, don't leave me. Don't leave me alone.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I'm sorry, Ota. Ota! Takaro, I can't do this on my own. Don't leave me!
So that's what happened.
Date, look at what you've done. If Mayumi wakes up after all this trauma,
I know it's risky, but we're here for a reason.
what are you planning?
We have to keep going. Just a little more to awaken her past.
But
If she loves her family this much, there has to be something. There has to be a precious memory hidden deep within.
is that your intuition?
It is.
We've got 20 seconds. Something to do with the clock.
A wall clock.
Turn back time. We may do it. This may do it, and it only costs us 10 seconds.
Welcome home. Did you get it for me?
We've gone back in time. Time is a precious resource, Date. Don't waste it.
Stop nagging me. I'll figure it out.
Date, you're out of time.
Autograph?
Autographs decorate the wall.
Left. We're just gonna waste time now.
Who is that?
Unknown. I can't picture the face.
There we are. We'll just rewind.
Date, we cannot continue.
No, we're not done yet. There has to be something.
Date, enough!
Well, we know what the answers are now, so we'll just restart back to the beginning and gain some extra time.
The sliding door.
Come back.
Oh?
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
Cake.
A delicious cake.
I wonder.
Congratulations, Ota.
Agent
Yeah.
Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Let's do our best.
Let's.
Chocolate
It's a-
sticker. Chocolate. Right. So now we can rewind from that checkpoint.
Mommy won't make.
And we've still got 3 minutes.
A wall.
Let's try advancing time this time.
Ota, sweetie. Mom,
This is the Mother's Day time.
We know we can be a hassle sometimes, so... Huh, Ota.
Yeah. Thank you, Mom. You know, I love you forever and ever. Me too, Ota. I love you both so much. I'll love you both no matter what. Oh, forever and ever. Oh,
I
I'll
wonder if she
never
saw someone that
forget
looked like her
this.
husband and thought it was him.
Yeah! We are a family. We can do anything.
Yes. Yeah.
Looks like it's okay to go back now.
Yes. I agree.
We did not
By
break
the way,
her.
Date, I admit, it is useful every now and then.
What is?
Your intuition.
I need some tea. We should have plenty of time and unlock Mayumi. Yeah, we had over 3 minutes left. There we go. We got an achievement, and we also got 2 unlocks. That was kind of sad. We're going to take a brief break to get some more tea. If I didn't already say that. I thought it. I don't know whether I said it. Excuse me? Excuse me. Central Hospital, Tuesday, 5:22.
Ota,
Ah.
I'm so sorry for worrying you.
Okay. Album. 5 Mayumi. What did we learn? Actually, we didn't learn anything other than Ota is a giant brat. Basically, we learned Ota is a giant brat and Iber is cute. That was pretty much all we got from that. It wasn't massively helpful. What we are going to do is going to take a very brief tea break, and I'll be back in a few minutes. So have fun with the void. I'll be back soon. Yeah, pretty much Jesse summed it up. The child was a big brat. And nothing else, because we were basically trying to make her remember, and I didn't think we remembered anything other than bad memories, so...
What do you mean?
Your mother retracted her confession.
I'm so glad.
Yes, yes.
But Mom, why did you think I did it?
About that.
I explained to Ota. On Sunday night, Mayumi was following the van driven by Ota in a taxi. But when the van was hijacked in the family store parking lot, Mayumi was at another convenience store nearby buying some chocolate. Because of that, she didn't see what happened. That's why Mayumi thought Ota was still in the van when it drove away. You probably just need a break from the game, Dan. Go back to it when you're feeling less bad-heady. So she kept following it. The van drove all over Tokyo and eventually wound up in the warehouse district near the docks. Mayumi got out of the taxi and followed the van on foot. The van was later found at the Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Mayumi worked in the warehouse and discovered the grisly scene.
A polar bear plucking out Iris's left eye? I was so terribly frightened. I panicked and ran.
She dropped the chocolate.
I'm sure that's when I dropped the chocolate.
She bought it for him.
And I ran away from the warehouse as fast as I could. I just kept running and running. But while I was running, I had a thought. Maybe that polar bear was Ota. Because at the time, I thought Ota was the one driving the van. If Ota brought Iris to the warehouse, then Ota must have been the one in the suit. That's what I was thinking anyway.
So that's why.
I'm so sorry that Mom doubted you, Ota.
Oh, that's a good point. But yeah, if there's something that's not a requirement to get through... The worst thing is when you're stuck on the bit that's a requirement and you can't go any further without it. If it's not a requirement, as Jesse said, skip it. Go on. Or as you said. One of you said. Sorry, the messages have scrolled up.
No, I understand. It's
This is
my
why I
fault
lowered
for
the
making you
difficulty
worry.
on crosscode. Because I just was stuck. And I couldn't continue, and it was annoying me.
Ota.
But if it was So, then who killed So? Was it Boss again?
But there's one thing I don't get. Why did you buy that chocolate when you were following me?
Oh, because...
You liked Todoroki Man chocolate when you were young, right, Ota?
Yeah. I was like the number 1 or 2 collector of the stickers in my elementary school class. I stuck some of my duplicates all around the diner, too.
You and Mayumi have strong memories of that chocolate, right?
Yeah. But I guess they're not all sweet memories. They're like chocolate, you know? Bittersweet. Makes my heart hurt a little.
Well, you were a giant brat.
That's not it! Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoke Man chocolate.
No! I told you! It's Todoroki Man!
Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes.
You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot!
Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoke Man soon.
Stupid! It's not Momonoke Man, it's Todoroki Man!
After I yelled at her, Mom immediately went to buy me another chocolate. My dad came back from buying some ingredients at the same time and they ran into each other. My dad really let me have it.
Deservedly so, unless there was violence.
How dare you speak to your mother like that?
Because Mom is stupid!
You're stupid to call your mother stupid.
No one is stupid.
Your mother bought you that to make you happy. You need to think about how she feels. I didn't raise you like that.
But...
When she comes back, you apologize. Do you understand?
My dad told me to apologize as soon as Mom came back.
You got another 26 achievements from where you gave up originally. That's brilliant, Dan.
But the guilt. I hurt my mother, you know? That guilt in my heart,
Yes, the mustache is unfortunate.
it didn't go away. Even after I apologized to her. After that, things got awkward with Mom. But a few days later, my dad came up with an idea.
The apron and the knife.
Hey, Ota, how about this? You know Mother's Day is coming up. Why don't we get a gift for your mom?
A gift?
That was the first time I had ever heard my dad say something like that.
You know how Mom always takes care of us. We should think of a way to pay her back.
I'm sure my dad was trying to clear the air between all of us. So, on Mother's Day, I used my New Year's money I saved up to buy my mom that flower knife.
Oh, he used his own money. Oh, that's good.
And my dad saved up a little money to buy the floral apron. And when Mom got her gifts, she started bawling. Like full-on crying.
Chaplain, Dad. Yes.
Oh, you boys. I don't deserve all this. Thank you, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
You do deserve it, Mom. I'm proud that you're my mom. Right, Dad?
Oh, yes. Mom is the best mom in the world.
Thank you. Thank you.
The fact that she doesn't believe that she's deserving of it just means that she's been really, there's some trauma there.
Say cheese!
Oh. That's the happy memory.
Sorry, I lost track of time. What were we talking about again?
The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why she bought the chocolate in the middle of tailing you.
Tailing?
Mom.
It could be due to her memory disorder. It is possible that her thought process was once again short-circuited.
Ota, I'm just going out on a limb here.
Huh?
Earlier I looked inside Mayumi's head.
Inside her head?
She was thinking of nothing but you. Her head was full of memories of you. Mayumi just wanted you to come back, Ota, so she bought that chocolate. The chocolate you loved as a kid. She thought she could get you back home with it. That's why I believe, in Mayumi's head, you're still young, Ota.
Huh?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, you're right, Date. That's why my mom bought the chocolate. She wanted her little kid back.
Hmm. The mom is darling and doesn't deserve all this.
I'm sorry.
The kid is still a brat, even though he's 24.
Who are you again?
I'm Date. I'm Ota's friend.
Ota's friend. Is that right? I hope you two get along.
Oh, Mom.
Mayumi is sitting quietly.
I was always so selfish. I made my mom go through such hard times.
Oh, who's paying off the loan? I mean...
So from now on, I'm going to support her the way she supported me. I'll do anything. I'll deliver newspapers or be a janitor or anything. I'll work as hard as I can to make sure my mom can rest easy.
What about your dream of being an author?
Well, of course I'm not gonna give up on that. But I'll set my sights a little smaller. I'll start by writing a short story.
Let me read it when you're done.
Of course.
You could write about all this.
Oh, I forgot to tell you something important.
Something important?
I heard the nurses talking before I came in here.
Iris woke up?
Iris is awake.
Really?
Do we know where her eye is?
Yeah,
find that room
she's due to
again.
be transferred from the ICU to the general ward.
Thank God.
You saved her life, you know. Maybe, just maybe.
Huh? Maybe what?
Nothing.
Maybe he's a hero.
See,
See you, kid.
Is Iris your girlfriend?
Yeah, I'll introduce you next time. She's a great girl.
Oh my, I'm looking forward to it. Is she going to be your financier? Oh, maybe I should clean up a bit first.
Financer? Oh, fiance.
Oh, yes! Yes, that's it!
He wishes. I know, right,
Jeez,
nerd? Is this going to be Ota's ending? Are we still not going to get any answers? Still not going to get any answers, are we? God damn it.
Date, there are still many loose ends in this investigation.
Exactly.
yeah, you're right.
Who is the killer? If it's not Sosajima,
Looks like another all-nighter.
I mean, I get, yeah, Dan, he needs the money. But, no, that's Date that wants to marry the big-breasted receptionist. It makes it sound like a rare bird. That was it. It just said there are so many things left, you know, so many, you know, loose ends, and then it ends. This game is just telling me that I do need to get an early night, which is fine. We'll leave it at this ending. There'll be a little bit of a post-credit scene, but we'll leave it at this ending, and we'll pick up again next week. Thanks, Graf. You're not my mum. How you doing? Is it any cooler there? Oh, and thanks for the follow, Nat. I dropped you a follow earlier because I hopefully want to catch your next stream of this Shakespeare game. I've got it down to 26 and a half. Ooh, it was 29 earlier, so this is a, you know, welcome drop. Yeah, no, I really want to see that Shakespeare game. I'm hoping that you're yes, I'm hoping that well, yeah, tomorrow I should be free to watch, assuming you start a similar time. Yeah, I'm busy this weekend. I'm going to see family, so I'm going to be exhausted. But I will try and catch some tomorrow, because yeah, I remember seeing the trailer and thinking this looks very interesting. Yeah. Okay, so that's 3 endings now. This has got to be Ota's ending. So we've had Iris's ending, Mizuki's ending, and Ota's ending. I bet we still haven't unlocked the green ending. Maybe the green ending is the real ending. Ah, 6 to 8 GMT. Perfect. I shall catch that after I finish work. Provided I haven't died from the 9-mile walk. Yeah. So we're still not going to have unlocked the green ending. Maybe the green ending is the true ending, and that's why it's locked. I don't know. I'm just speculating at this point. I don't want to know. I am looking forward to finding out, but yeah, it's good speculating. I'm going to have to watch a little bit of the VOD from last Monday to figure out where that room was that we took Iris to find that machine. Because we haven't found it on this side of the timeline yet. But yeah, everybody is dead in the green one. The green timeline. Shoto and Raiju, and then Iris and Ota, and then Sosajima. All 5 of them are dead. 4 of them had their eyes removed. Ota was just a complication. Boss is sort of dodgy on this side. Pewter's dodgy on the other side. Yeah. Have you played the nonary games? The Zero Escape games, Nert. Because if you haven't, you should. Because it's the same people that did this. I'm assuming, well, yeah, I was going to say, I assume you have if you've played this one, but yeah, I loved the Nonary games. I was guessing the whole way through, and I played all 3 of them. Death Come True. Oh, I have Danganronpa. I will look up Death Come True because I've not heard of that one. There's some other ones by Spike Chunsoft, but they're not available in English on Steam. So they're not available on Steam, but they're not available in English. So I can't play them, and it's really annoying because there's like 5 games. Yeah, no, I have Danganronpa 1 and 2. They are in the queue, shall we say. I have a lot of games in the queue. So this is the post-credits thing. Police headquarters, Tuesday, 10:31 p.m. Maybe this will unlock my green. Or they'll just give me more questions.
Has there been any progress in the Sejima investigation?
None. Zero clue.
Not exactly. We have 2 clues.
2?
2 points of information.
Yeah, so there's the weird end with the Mizuki ending on the yellow. He said something about being killed about him being Date's dad, which is weird. That was a weird bit of information. And then the information we got on the purple ending, Iris's ending, was why people were losing their eyes because of the sync machine. I don't know why the killer is using the sync machine, but I'm fairly certain it's got to be that sync machine. And I reckon that's also why Date lost his eye. However, I don't have any more information about who it could be. Other than Pewter is very sus on the right-hand side, and Boss is sus on this side. So, you know. And also there's Falco, who is just very mysterious.
But they may not connect directly to the murders.
What are the 2 clues?
Point 1.
The van visited the Sejima mansion.
This may be easier to see than explain.
It's got to be one of them.
I sent a video to the boss's PC.
Oh.
Could you check there, please?
This is gonna potentially unlock green. Boss went to her desk and moved her mouse. I stood next to her and looked at the monitor.
What's this?
It's from Sunday night.
Yes, after Date was beaten by Ota at Matsushita Diner.
Oh yeah, with the walk.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
You witch!
There, stop it. I noticed this earlier as well. Do you see the walk on the floor beside Iris and Mayumi?
Yeah, what about it?
Look closely. The bottom part is curved. Do you notice anything in the reflection?
Iris and Mayumi.
Yes. I have prepared an enlarged and processed version of the image.
Thank you.
Boss, the next video.
You witch!
She's got the knife.
You stay away from my boy!
Iris took the knife.
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
Iris took the knife.
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
That's how the knife
Oh,
got there. Because we're wondering how the knife could have got there if Mayumi arrived. Why
Hey,
would
what's
Mayumi have
this?
the knife in the taxi?
Iris has the kitchen knife?
Yeah. The game did deliver. The game has yet to deliver on all of my other questions, but that explains the knife.
The video continues, but this should be enough. Iris took the knife and left the diner with Ota.
But if Ota's testimony is true, the polar bear had the kitchen knife.
Probably
Maybe it
disarmed
was
that
taken off of Iris when she was kidnapped.
At the Femisto parking lot?
Yes, all in good time. I know now. It's just, you know, I've played like 25 hours of this game and I've got so many questions.
Whatever. We can think about it later. You said you had 2 clues.
Yeah, what's the other one?
I have learned new information. More thorough autopsy results of Renju's body have revealed something. An object in his intestines.
Ooh,
An object.
not a phone.
A clump of organic matter. Because it was partially digested, it took significant time to analyze.
Well, what was it?
Shoko Nadami's eyeball.
They're gonna end on this as well. They're gonna be like, yes, Renju ate his wife's eyeball. And that's gonna be the end. Exactly. It's like, what the heck? And I told you that would be the Ota ending. Yes. I would like to save, please. That's 25 and a half hours. The red ending was the Ota ending. This is still locked, isn't it? Play through more of the story. I literally only have one branch left. So I guess we're going there. The game delivers, the game giveth more questions. Yes, every single time. So let me see if Bloom Park. Renju tried to take her into an abandoned factory in the Kabasaki district. No, that's not wanted. Or is it? The Kabasaki district is the blown out district, isn't it? There we go. Bloom Park. Bloom Park is in the Kabasaki district. Okay. So yes, that popular date spot, the nuclear wasteland. So the warehouse was there, which explains on the taxi ride why it went to Sojima's house, and then it went to Bloom Park. Well, the Kawasaki district went to the warehouse, and then went the warehouse in the Kawasaki district, and then it went to that damn Okinawa fisheries place. 45 minutes. That's how long it took. Favorite character so far is Mizuki, obviously. Because Mizuki is amazing and she reminds me of me without the superpowers. Just because she's been through so much. Date is a sexist pig. I mean, Shoto's dead. Raiju is a really terrible, and she was a terrible mum. You know, Raiju. I mean, Hitomi's not that bad. Iris, I can't tell. She's hiding something, and we're still never going to find out what Iris was hiding about Renju's death. We have so many questions. So, yeah, I guess we're going back here next time. So that'll be next week. Because I'm not doing my Sunday stream because I'm spending time with family and I'm not near a console. So, depending on whether I've got that promo game to stream on Tuesday, I might just pick this up because I'm so close to finishing it. Kigami. What's his name? What's his name again? It's Kigami! Damn it! Yeah, he was kind of cool. But yeah, no, Mizuki hands down my favorite character, as everyone else is just sus. So we're gonna end up going back here. Yeah, the fact he followed up, and the fact that his entry. No, let's not go back to the title menu. Well, let's do begin sync. And I'll do a save there. Mizuki. I mean, Mama's pretty cool as well. Polishing the thingamajig. The fact that what is it under? Inspector. Kigami. Yeah, it's like, in fact, his dislikes are people who don't remember his name. It's happened often enough, but he has a whole thing about dislike. And he likes ear picks and dandelions and afros and Zerum Pazaran. I don't know what that is, but yeah. Skills pretending to be dead. And he's single, yeah. Also, did you notice that every single character who's alive, except for that mermaid, his age is a multiple of 6. Except for that one mermaid that I just came across. Everyone else that's not deceased is a multiple of 6. Because 6 has got quite a thing in this. I mean, I also kind of like Aiba. Because she's like, her little, like, geek out over insects is cute. Yeah, so Date's 30. Except for Aiba, but she's not a person. Iris is 18. No, Hitomi doesn't... Okay, when we didn't have all the people unlocked, everyone looked like they were a multiple of 6. But now we've got 2 people that are breaking that rule. Because Renju's dead. Well, sort of, maybe. Oto's 24, Mayumi's, you know, all of these people are multiples of 6, and then now we've got 2 that aren't. Falco, I just have many questions. One of them had the same birthday as me, I remember, which was weird. And it wasn't a good go. There we are. So Sosajima has the same birthday as me, and I'm not happy about that. So yeah, we've still got 3 people we've not met. And a bunch of appendix. I love this weird appendix. It just... There's so many random things that come in this. And then we've still got... I mean, we've obviously got the 3 Bs, but we've got 1... 2, 3, 4 more sinks. No. 5 more sinks, possibly. Maybe that one didn't actually have an eyeball. One of them doesn't seem to have an eyeball, because there are 27, that's an odd number. There are 5 more sinks, potentially. Or one of them has 3 thingies. So... we've still got quite a... there's got to be at least 1 more sink on here. But maybe this opens up a whole new double thing as well. So yeah. Alright, so we're going to leave it there. So that's the Ota end. We're just going to nip up to the top. So 25.5 hours. 3 endings. So many questions. So yeah, I will. I don't think I'm going to do weekend. I don't think I'll be doing any weekend streams. I may do a very short Cozy Grove on Saturday, but only if I'm packed for the weekend. Oh, I'm loving this game. I'm loving this game. I'll be back on Tuesday at my usual time of 8 PM UK time. If I don't have the promo game, I will be doing this. If I do have the promo game, I'll be doing this the Thursday. I think... No. Jesse, did I say we were going to start It Takes Two on Thursday? So I don't want to go against that. In which case, I will be doing this next Sunday. Oh god, can I wait that long? Oh no, I'll do a Wednesday stream. What I will do is I will do a Wednesday stream of this because I'm off on the Wednesday. So I will start early and do a Wednesday stream because I'll take advantage of my day off. And bosh out another ending, possibly. Or at least get some more progress. So that's what I'll do. And then whether or not Jesse and I decided on when we're starting It Takes Two, at least I'll have got some of that out of my system. I will do that even if I do it on Tuesday as well, because I do like this game. Unless we finish it on Tuesday, but that's very unlikely. So yeah, thank you so much to Nert for the raid and the follow today. Much appreciated. Yes, you finished this game, and I appreciate you raiding because of that. I should see who I'm going to raid actually. Oof. And then I will, drop my controller on myself. Bid you good night. Right, is anyone playing this? Because it's kind of hard to raid this. There are 3 other people playing this. I think we're going to have to wait to raid someone playing this until it's not going to drop people in the middle of a spoiler. So, who is raiding? Who's raiding? Who is playing? Purple! Let's go see Purple. Yeah, beware spoilers. I don't want to accidentally come in on a here's the big plot point that you haven't found yet. So yes, let's raid Purple, who is playing Final Fantasy X. And also doing Extra Life stuff. So do check out their stream. And yes, please copy the raid message that Scruff helpfully put above. But yes. Oh, let's not unmute myself while I'm still streaming. So yes, thank you everyone for being here tonight. This game is still so intriguing. I love it. I've been Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK, and I bid you good night. I'll see you next time.